You're listening to Spin It, a spin on digital marketing. We are spinning the discussion about everything web, graphics, digital marketing, and much more. And we're here to help get your business's online presence back on track. Join the team as we spin it. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Spin It podcast. This is episode number 9.
Wow, isn't it amazing how far we've come?
I know. From that little closet to now a actual studio. So
very cool.
So today I'm actually joined by Cheryl, not Mackenzie today. So how's it going, Cheryl?
It's good.
That's good.
It's fun to be able to be on here once in a while.
Yes.
You guys hog the program all the time and I don't get to get on.
Yeah, well, is what it is, I guess. But no, it's good to be back. We've had some big stuff going on around here. Got a special episode for you today with one of our guest client. So it's going to be something a little different today for you all. But it's good to be back on, and I graduated college yesterday, so that's exciting to be done. So.
And you look so nice in your picture.
Oh, thank you.
With your cap and gown.
Yes. So it was a lot of fun. Glad to be done. I start full-time Monday, so that's exciting. Yes. Move on to the next stage in life. But
nice to have everybody on a regular schedule in here.
Yeah, definitely. So got some big stuff going on around here. A lot of new projects. We're always doing new projects, it seems like. A lot of big projects.
We've had some very interesting ones in the last couple of weeks that just popped up, so it's going to be fun.
So yeah, I know I've been working with Dr. Greg, like always, working on, he's got video issues, so I've been working on that with him. We're getting to the bottom of it, and then...
and his book comes out next month, so that'll be actually able to purchase on Amazon, so he's really excited about that.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we see some big sales from that really quick, and I think we will. It's a good book, so I hope a lot of people buy it and buy into what he's doing, because it could definitely be big for him, so I hope it works out good. We had Spin Market got to be represented at the Ignite Entrepreneurs Expo last week.
Yes.
I think I said that right.
Yes, you did.
Okay. So basically it was for small businesses in the Fort Dodge area to come kind of promote themselves, but also it was for Iowa Central students or prospective business owners or other small business owners in the community to go and see what's out there for them for help. Like, there was us as a marketing team. There was different things like that. People for finances, people, all different kinds of things. So we got to be there for that. That was a lot of fun. Got to talk to some people. I know Mackenzie was excited because she thinks she might have convinced somebody to go into graphic design for college instead of accounting. So she was excited about that. So more people in the field. We definitely need it. So
a lot of people sometimes don't quite realize what all the opportunities are on a graphic designer.
Yeah.
They think that they're just drawing stuff, and as you can see in our office, that's not at all.
Yeah, we're very multifunctional around here. So, so I'm going to step away here in a minute, get right to it. I don't want to take up too much of the time for our guest today, but we have with us from the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance.
We have Jill Nelson and Lydia Scherer. Yeah,
so they're here to talk about a new campaign they're going to be doing as part of the Growth Alliance. I'm not going to steal their thunder. I'm not going to talk about what it's about. But I'm going to, in a minute, let them step away, and Cheryl's going to be on here, and she's going to be interviewing them, talking about their new campaign that we're helping them with. So we're super excited to have them on today. New thing for us is to have a guest, so I'm excited that we get to change it up a little bit. So With that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Cheryl and Jill and Lydia.
Thank you.
This episode of Spin It is brought to you by Spin Market Digital in Fort Dodge in partnership with the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance. The Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance is an efficient organization whose mission is to unify and coordinate accountable economic and community development to enhance the quality of life in Fort Dodge, Iowa, and the surrounding regions. For your business to become a member of the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance, call them at 515-955-5500. That's 515-955-5500. Or you can email them at info@greaterfortdodge.com. That's info@greaterfortdodge.com. To learn more about the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance, visit their website, www.greaterfortdodge.com. That's www.greaterfortdodge.com. Or follow them on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And as always, for all your digital marketing needs, call Spin Market today or visit our website, www.spinmarket.com. That's www.spinmarket.com. www.spinmarket with 2Ks.com.
Well, I am really excited today to bring on our two guests. We have Jill Nelson from the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance. She is the Community Development Director for them. How are you doing, Jill?
Good. How are you, Cheryl?
I'm great. And we have Lydia Schur. She is the Communication Specialist with the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance. And welcome, Lydia.
Thank you. Happy to be here, Cheryl.
Well, we're glad to have both of you. And we have a really fun, exciting program that you guys are launching. Never done anything like this before in the area, and has really taken us several months to put it all together. We've talked about it a lot, and have finally reached the point where we're ready to launch it, and want you guys to tell us all about what's going to be going on. So let's start with Jill. What are we going to be doing, Jill?
Yeah. Well, so first of all, for those listeners that may not be familiar with our organization, the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance, we're the community and economic development organization for the region. We also serve as the Chamber of Commerce. And so with that, we are a membership organization. We serve a lot of business and industry, and really everyone from our large primary sector businesses that are some of our top employers in the region, all the way down to our very small businesses, as well as nonprofits. We have a lot of, or several individuals that are members as well. And so with that, the project that Cheryl was referencing is we are doing a video series to highlight some of our member businesses and just members in general to showcase the members that we do have, but also the great things that are happening in the region, and just to kind of build upon that connection with the business community, the opportunity in the area, and our role as the Growth Alliance.
So what would you say sparked this idea? I mean, what was it that got everybody motivated to go to a video type of project?
Well, it's something different. Like you had mentioned, nobody in the area has done this. It's a new way for us to reach potential members, to also educate people on the different businesses that are in these videos, who they are, what they do, and then how partnering with the Growth Alliance, how together we all can help grow this area. And like Jill mentioned, really talk about the great things happening here.
Great. And Lydia, that the name of the program is actually Business Community Opportunity, which really covers all the areas that you spend all your time promoting within the area, and not only within the area, across the United States, and and actually internationally as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have some, Nestle's and CJ Bio are both international companies that we have here. So
Yep, as well as several others as well. And
those would be examples, yes, very, very much so. So how did this all come together?
I would say that this project has absolutely evolved over time. When we first had conversations with you, Cheryl, several months ago, I think we were originally thinking we wanted to do something that was really membership focused. And we wanted to, of course, highlight our members, but then a goal was also to gain new members from it. And through our conversations and as we just continue to work on the project, we realized that this could be much bigger than that. And we wanted to really dive a little bit deeper into the businesses that make up our community, but then for them also to tell their story as to why are they choosing to do business here, and the opportunity that they've seen that they're here. And a lot of them throughout their stories talked about what they love about the community and the support they've received and all the things that have led them to be successful. And it's just, I think it's a great story about their business, their connection to the Growth Alliance, but our region as a whole and the opportunity that's here. So it's been cool to see the project evolve over the last couple of months.
It really has evolved a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of the things that it involved were while we were listening to the different interviews and hearing the comments and the similarities without anybody knowing what the other individual business was talking about. We saw some real things that were really in sync with everybody else.
Yeah, I take that from the videos as well. Especially just how highly these business owners talked about the community and how everybody supports each other and the importance of like shopping local. And I think that was obvious throughout, which was awesome.
Very much so. Everyone expressed that, whether it was a retail store or an eggs business or whatever. And we haven't told you who the businesses are yet. We're kind of
haven't got there.
We haven't gotten to that point. Because a great mix of these businesses, and it was just so fun to hear all of them resonating the same theme and topic throughout. It might be just a little bit different, but it all was the same, talking about community and how supportive everybody is and how cooperative everybody is and the opportunities that are available within our community as it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you vision the campaign to be used with the Growth Alliance and the businesses highlighted within the community? And that's the other thing, is we have to say that even though we're in Fort Dodge, you handle an area that's a regional area much more.
Yeah, so, we absolutely, of course, we plan on utilizing this via social media.
Yes.
And then through our regular channels that we use with our members and with the community. But the members that we interviewed are also really looking forward to sharing it with their contacts as well. It's a great business promotional tool for them. And so we know that, when they do that, that'll give us a stronger reach as well.
Yeah, I think that really covers it. Encouraging them to share their video, but also everybody else's too, to like really get the campaign some traction and really get that reach that we want. And it's the potential is huge, which is great.
Yeah, very exciting. And I think what everybody's going to see with these videos is there's businesses maybe they didn't even know existed in our community and would not realize how many people they touch with their customers, with their employees, how they handle people or have clients all over the United States and even internationally. But a lot of these gem businesses, they just don't see them as much because it might be in the downtown area and it might be a niche business that they haven't gone to, or maybe they've driven by and wondered, what was that all about? On there. So they're going to get a good opportunity to really see what they're about and to learn from the business owner what they have seen in the community and how they've grown their business as well.
Right. And just like we did as we were listening to their interview, we absolutely, I think, learned a lot about all of our members things that we didn't realize.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. There's like a personal connection after watching the or hearing the interviews, and I think that's a really cool piece to come out of it. They really do personalize these businesses for the viewers, and I think that's great.
Yeah, it was really fun to see how warm and inviting everybody was from the very beginning of their interview, and you'll see that in those videos that are going out there as well. Let's talk a little bit on how these are going to be launched. We have 10 businesses.
Yes.
And we're planning on launching one about every 3, maybe 4 weeks.
Yes.
So that'll take us through the rest of the year.
Yeah.
On there. So that's what's really exciting, is to see each video and have people start talking about it, and then the next video come out, and we'll be able to, with a variety of digital platforms, have all those videos together. So then by the end of the year, we'll have a collection of 10 videos, about 30 minutes long. If you take all 10 videos together, they're all about 2 minutes each. Yep. But will really be a great visual as well as audio opinion and ideas of our community
Right.
out there.
Yep.
When they get to see them.
Yep, from a lot of different perspectives.
And when we put together the different businesses when they're going to be launched, you're going to see a whole variety
Yes.
of out there across the board.
Yep.
Yes.
So do we want to give anybody any hints on who the businesses are?
Oh, I think that we can.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you guys.
Yeah. Okay. So as we were choosing our businesses, are actually just members to highlight, because you'll see that a couple of them are not businesses, they're nonprofits. But it was very important to us that we selected just a variety of businesses that are members that make up our community. And so you'll see here through this list that we have some very small businesses. We have some that are a little bit larger. We have some homegrown businesses. We have some like national business. We have Midwest business. We have a church and a nonprofit, and all of these members combined just really are great makeup of our community. And so, this was a lot of careful thought went into selecting these, and we also took into consideration the individual that we were going to be interviewing too, because we wanted to have a lot of different perspectives within these interviews. So we interviewed Jill Bush with Rush Hour. She has just a really cool story to tell. I mean, she started her business in her house. And
she was a daycare too when she was doing
that's
it.
Right. Yes. And she grew, and she saw opportunity. And so she opened up a brick and mortar here in downtown Fort Dodge. Do you want to just kind of go through our list?
Yeah. And then, we have James Works with Fletcher Wood Products.
And what a unique story.
Yeah, I know. He's not from the area originally, but again, saw opportunity with owning this.
A very old established
long-standing business. I learned a lot from his video too on the different kind of projects that they've taken on. And so it's really neat that he saw this area and thought, like, this is a great place to own a business and, plant myself and his children and his wife. And, I think that's really cool. And Craig Gerard with Brown Shoe Fit. That's a cool story. He started as a kid working in his dad's store.
Oh, and listening to what he had to do as a kid.
Cleaned
Wasn't
up.
that fun?
Yes. I mean, I really loved learning more about all of these people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm confident other people will also enjoy.
Yep. Then we have Jeff Hopp State Farm. So Jeff, he moved his family back to Fort Dodge because he saw opportunity within the State Farm business, but he also wanted to raise his family. So he has 5 daughters, and his wife. They all moved back because they wanted to live here. They wanted to raise their family, and they saw opportunity within the State Farm business here.
And he's expanding.
Yes, and he also is growing his business, opening up another office.
Yeah, very exciting. So that's one of the other really fun things on these videos is listening how they started out.
Yeah.
And it's going to really resonate with entrepreneurs and other small business owners that are thinking, oh, am I ever going to get anywhere? The inspiration that they'll be able to get from that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Then we have New Co-op. New Co-op is probably actually the largest business that we interviewed. Gary Mortz, their communications director, and New Co-op has grown exponentially in the last handful of years, serving our farmers and those in the agricultural field. And as agriculture is such a key component of what we do here in Webster County and the region, supporting so much growth that we've seen in terms of primary sector companies, like it was important to us that we had someone in the agriculture field to interview, and they were definitely a great one, and they have a great story as a company.
They do. How it all started.
Yeah.
But we're not even going to tell you because you're going to have to watch the
Yes.
video.
Can't
to
give
find
stuff away.
No, we can't give everything away. This is a little teaser for you on there.
Yeah.
And so what other ones do we have?
We have One Vision, which is a nonprofit, works with individuals with disabilities to help them live their lives in various ways, whether that's through with helping them find a job or whatever. And that's also a great story and a good example of collaborating with the Growth Alliance as well.
Mm-hmm. First Presbyterian Church with pastors Sarah and Austin Hill. I think that it's just a fun fact of the Growth Alliance that we do have a church that is a board member of ours. And in order to be a board member, you have to pay the top tiered membership level. And First Presbyterian does. And so we thought, we love telling people that we have support from our business community, but we also have support from a lot of other individuals and sectors of the community too. And this church is such a great example of that.
Well, and it's really great when you're listening to the story of Sarah and Austin, how they're not from the area either. They're from out east.
Yes. He's from out west.
And
she's
she
from
was
out
out
east. Yeah.
And they decided to come to the flyover state.
Yeah.
here in Iowa.
And have really committed and have really found a home here and super involved. It's awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. Then we have CNOS. They are an orthopedic group that partners with Unity Point here, and they're actually based out of Dakota Dunes, which is right by Sioux City. And so we interviewed two of their doctors, and again, two individuals, professionals that are brand new to the community and have been working hard to have a presence here. And again, CNOS chose to open up business here in partnership with Unity Point simply because they saw the growth and they saw the potential for opportunity.
Well, and I did not realize this, but Iowa Central played a huge part in them coming to the area as well.
Yes, yeah, the connection there with their athletic programs.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So great story of how a partnership with the athletes with Iowa Central Community College actually brought them to the area to see what was going on and going, wow, things are really cool in this area. Yeah. We can see that we have a place that we can really grow and provide a great service.
Yes. And we have Micus and Matt, also another long-standing established business in town. And again, it just goes to show the support that the community gives to local. And, it's a kind of a passed down through the generations kind of a story. And that's also really neat.
And how many people, what I'd really like to, when we do release that video, we want to maybe have people, how many have a lazy boy that they bought from Michael's and Matt?
Right.
I'm sure there's many lazy boys in many homes.
That's a good point.
Absolutely.
That's a great point.
And then I think this is our last one, number 10 here, is the Fine Arts Association. So we interviewed Shelley Bodorf, and Shelley and the Fine Arts Association, they're such a great partner in the community, not only to the Growth Alliance, but just to the community as a whole. And it's great to see another organization like that thriving, and it's cool to see her perspective on how the community has grown, how the arts have been a part of that. And Shelley tells a great story.
Never a dull moment with
Shelley.
No, she's so much fun.
She's very fun.
It was very fun listening to her, and then also finding out the stuff on about the Phillips Auditorium and how hard they were working on that, and all the things that were going on there, and how it's evolved over. Well, she's been doing this about 5 years, I believe, as the executive director.
And she became the director. I think so.
Pretty close to that. And the things that have happened over those 5 years.
They've accomplished a lot and are really showcasing not only artists, but the students. Yes.
They're very active with the students all the way from the Triton kids.
Yes. That's actually brings up something in my mind, that there are so many connections in this community that you might not have realized exist, but so many groups, nonprofits, businesses, there are so many stories of people working together to create something else. And that's great. Yeah. All these interviews brought that out for sure
Very
too.
much so.
Absolutely.
there was always if when you watch these videos, you're going to see how wow, I didn't realize how this business works with, or let's use Brown Shoe Fit for an
Yes.
example, and their fit night
Yeah.
that he does every Thursday night, and all the businesses that he brings in
Mm-hmm.
with that, and of course
And
we
the
all
exposure that they would get, and yes.
on there. So that was another good example, and then of course the Fort Dodge Fine Arts, from all the way from the Triton kids through the high school, and now the new Phillips Auditorium, which I say new, but it's really old. The old
Literally old, but it'll
Very-
be renewed.
Very
yes.
new. Yep, exactly. So, all right, how are we going to incorporate this marketing campaign? I know that there's a lot of other campaigns going on across the state, such as This is Iowa and the new Soul of Iowa program that's just was released. That's going to be a fun one. That's going to be using drone footage all over the state of Iowa.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
very
very
cool.
fun. Very
Yeah.
fun. Because we're known as the flyover state.
Yes.
And
What a
s-
clever thing to do.
Yes, and it's called the Soul of Iowa.
I love it.
So that's going to be fun. So when we release these videos, we're also going to be
Utilizing the hashtags.
right
And
hashtags and that type of thing. So we make sure that we have that connection out there, because again, that's what this is all about. While we're trying to promote our region and our area, we also have ties all across the United States
Yes.
as well in the state of Iowa. So we really want people to know that while we laugh at being called the flyover state or just a big cornfield, we really have a lot of diversification,
yes, a lot to offer.
a lot to offer here. So this campaign is going to start here in somewhere around mid-May.
Yes.
And they'll be releasing the videos. So, of course, Growth Alliance will be where they'll first see it. They'll see it on various other digital platforms and sharing and liking and all that good stuff. And so we're really excited to hear comments coming back and watch how this campaign grows
Yes.
and develops out there.
Yes.
And then hopefully maybe do it again in 2023.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it'd be kind of cool if people watched this and thought, well, I want to be a part of something like
Oh,
this.
yes.
So how
Just-
can I have a video?
Well,
Yeah.
and that's a perfect story, because when we first started talking, Jill, we had no idea what we were going to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It was really just passing ideas back and forth, and what if we did this? What if we did that? And it's taken a lot of thought and a lot of time in order to put it together.
Yeah, it has. I mean, we've probably started, I think you reached out to us maybe a year ago with a different idea for a
More of
project.
yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
it was
And
more having reviews or
okay.
that type of thing.
And at the time, I thought, you know what, I'm not interested in that one, but I said, let's talk in the fall, because I think that I'd like to do some sort of some membership videos. And, from there, it just kind of grew.
And it's all worked out very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
been awesome to work with you on this project.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
It's
you.
been really great.
Well,
Yeah.
and while we've done a lot of video projects this was totally different as well.
Mhm.
And that's what happens when you collaborate.
Yeah.
Which that's
Yep.
Dennis's
saying.
favorite
That's
word.
what we say.
Yes.
is that we collaborate.
Yes.
Here we're talking about, instead of collaborating, we're talking about opportunity. But that's the same thing. Collaborating and opportunity,
Yeah.
they go hand in hand.
Mhm.
So yeah, it'll be really exciting to see how this grows and what we're going to find out from the community as well when they start seeing it, and maybe their comments. I know that was one of the things with Fletcher Wood, or with him from Fletcher Wood. He said he couldn't believe the people that were embracing him in the community when they first found out that he was
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which
Yep.
is so heartwarming. I'm from this community, so I might have an idea of what it's like, but to know that a person who moved here also feels like people are welcoming and friendly is awesome. It just warms my heart to know
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
somebody also believes that too.
Walking down the grocery aisle, and he said people would welcome him
Yes.
and say, "Thank you for coming to Fort Dodge." Now,
Yeah.
if that doesn't say small town,
Yeah.
but that's some of the positive things with a smaller town. Even though we're around 25,000, it's still. And I think Kelly
Kelly Hines. Yeah.
Yep.
She
Really-
talks about that.
talks about that with the One Vision end of it.
Yes.
that-
Yep. I think her phrase that she used was small town, big heart.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly on there. Very good phrase. So anything else that we need to let the audience know about, or at least give them some kind of idea that's going to be happening here?
Well, I hope that the videos are well received, well viewed. I hope people share, comment, like, you know, if one of the videos that comes out is like your favorite store or you're a nonprofit that you care about, like, please, like, comment, like, tell people how much you appreciate having this particular entity in our community. Help spread the word.
Yeah.
And
Yep, it benefits everybody here when we speak highly of the businesses that are here. When we speak highly of our community and our region, it benefits everybody. It does nothing for us when we speak negatively. And so I think that I hope that these videos that will be coming out are just a reflection of that message. As we want to showcase the good, and we want everyone to see it. We hope that our message travels far beyond the borders of Webster County, and even far beyond Iowa.
yes, very much so. And I think everybody, I know that when you hear each of these interviews, that you'll know that it came from their heart.
Yep.
Yes.
On there, that they are really speaking to how they feel and what their business is like in our community. So it's a great motivator for going back to the entrepreneurial expo that we did last week, telling these businesses, hey, if you've got an idea, go for it. Yeah. This is the time for you to really reach out, because there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of other businesses out here that will help you and support you, along with the Growth Alliance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well. Great. So we'll come back. Hopefully we'll have another podcast here in 2 or 3 weeks to talk a little bit more about what's going on and how things have gone and moved forward, and give everybody an update. Yeah. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be great.
Okay,
Thank you.
Great. Well, thank you, Jill Nelson and Lydia Scher from the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance. We're so glad to have you a guest here on Spin It.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Spin It Podcast.
Make sure you check out our brand new website at www.spinmarket.com. That's www.spinmarket.com.
And follow us on social media at Spin Market to keep up to date with all that's happening.
If you'd like to sponsor an episode of the Spin It podcast, fill out the form on our website, www.spinmarket.com.
And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channels so you never miss an episode.
Thanks for joining us on this week's episode of Spin It.